What's going on, y'all? Thank you guys for tuning in to Full Court Entertainment Podcast. As always, it's your main man with you, Sean Dale, GQ Tuesday. I got my main man with me, Sneaky Sam, Salty Sam. Don't trust him. So we're finna go on here and just start this off talking about the Olympics. And honestly, I think this happens like every 3 to 5 years. Americans play in the other teams. Like, it'd be like these FIBA championships teams that the best stars in the NBA they don't want to play in. So then you get these other teams across the world that's like, oh, America is falling off. We're catching them. The gap isn't as wide. And it happens each time we fall for the bait and we assemble the best players from America who are typically the best at the sport. And we just finna kick y'all ass next year in the Olympics. That's what y'all want. So that's what we're gonna do. And it's in Paris next year. So you already know how that Jay-Z and Kanye song coming. Man, I'm telling you, NBA in Paris, it's on the way. Y'all bait us every time, every year. America finna just show up and kick y'all ass at basketball like we always do. What you think, Shell?
Well, technically, we lost this past one, so
That was FIBA. That ain't the Olympics.
I mean, it's still world though.
Don't nobody give a fuck about that.
I mean, the other countries do.
So they care about soccer.
Yeah, I thought you said nobody. Somebody got to give. Somebody got to care about it.
I guess when you say it like that, I would say.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I said when you guys say it like that, I'll just say like as Americans, we don't really care about it. Honestly, I barely care about the Olympics these days. I really don't care about it no more. Especially since I don't watch TV and I don't stream the Olympics.
Well, I'll just start with FIBA. I think honestly we did have a good team. I just feel like Steve Kerr coaching was not good. His rotations were really bad. Like I said in the group chat last week. If you're going up against 2 7 footers, I feel like common sense tells you to know put another big guy in there. He doesn't do that. He keeps Jaren Jackson. He watches Jaren Jackson every day. He saw that he was only giving us 2, 3 rebounds a game. That's not good. And you're the defensive player of the year. But you made guys like Daniel Tice, Mo Wagner. Nothing against them. They're okay. They're solid role players in the NBA. But they look like guys out there. I'm just not gonna lie. I watched the whole game. They were hitting everything, but somehow Jaren Jackson, he wasn't doing his job. Paulo, I like Paulo. He's just too small. Walker Kessler, good rim protector, could get you at least 8 points. I'm not saying he this world beater, but when you have another big guy that rim protects and is gonna rebound, I'd say put him in. He doesn't do that. He thought he was coaching the Warriors or something. No. You gotta match the physicality and you gotta match the rotation of these other Euro teams. These Euro teams got big guys. So you gotta put a big dude in there. And Anthony Edwards, he played good. Mikal Bridges, he played decent. Tyrese Halliburton, he played decent. Jalen Brunson, he played good, but I'd rather have Tyrese. I wish he would have started, but that's neither there. Brandon Ingram, I was wrong. I thought he was gonna be the second best player. He was low-key probably the worst player on the team. He just couldn't adapt to FIBA. I mean, he couldn't adapt to being like, I don't want to say a role player, but just couldn't adapt to like, I guess a team player kind of. I guess he just couldn't adapt to it because he's more of a ISO one-on-one guy to an extent. He couldn't adapt to it, so he played bad. I was wrong about that. But next year, I mean, everybody talking about the Avengers and all that. Do I think LeBron's gonna go? No, I don't think so. Do I think KD and Steph are gonna go? Steph said he wants to go. I think he goes. KD, I think he goes. I think like all the raw players. If LeBron goes, he goes. But do I personally think he goes? No, because I don't want 40-year-old LeBron on the Olympic team. I just don't want that. I'd rather see guys like Jason Tatum. I think Anthony Edwards returns. He played real good in the FIBA. So I think he returns on that team. I don't see guys like Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard. I don't see them going on that team. We need bigs though. They say Joel Embiid, he got dual citizenship, so he's American, so he could potentially be on there, or he could potentially go to France. I hope he goes here. I hope he goes to the U.S. We need him. We need big guys. Bam is good. I think he's better than Jaren Jackson. I'd rather take him over Jaren Jackson. But if we get all the Avengers, I think we do win easily.
The Avengers. Yeah, I think I would love to see LeBron play in the Olympics, honestly, like because it's the end of his career, and I think it'd just be beautiful to just see like the Iron Man, that career that he's had. Like He's beating all of like he's beating all the statistics. He's beating the numbers. He's beating expectations. Like people, I seen someone that was just like, it doesn't even make sense to be like, oh, athletes at this age don't do that. They don't do this, and it's just like every time you put that against LeBron, he's disproving it. I mean, I think last season, what he averaged like 29, 30 or something. And it's like no one even expected him to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record, and he did that. So it's just like I think just seeing LeBron, being a part of that last Olympic team, just show like that. I think it just does something for like just his longevity. Just I think it just says speaks to how great he is, and I think honestly it'll be really good for the young NBA players to be around such a strong, focused player like he is. Like his mindset is ridiculous. Like to think, he was drafted in the league in 2003. He's been in shape since then, since like high school. His whole life he's been in shape. And I tell you right now, being 29 is really ridiculous to stay in shape for decades and decades and decades on end. Like he's probably never been out of shape, and he's finna go. He's just the rumors of it coming out, him playing in the Olympics is he's so great that when you hear it, you don't just shut it down and say no, it's not gonna happen. You have to acknowledge like he can actually do it. He can play in it. And also I think like with like just players playing in like the Olympics. I think they want to play in the Olympics more so because the Olympics as Americans, we always thought about winning gold. We always think about first place and like that's the competition against the whole world. And when you get like these other FIBA competitions, these World Cups and stuff like that, not to say World Cup that's soccer, but it's more so like these championship tournaments around world teams. It just the way America is set up, we just don't see it. We don't see these tournaments. We don't see the value, and it's like because we're internal with our leagues. Like it's not like maybe if you want to play soccer, you leave America and you go off and do that. But it's like football, you want to stay here. You don't want to go to Canada. Basketball, you want to stay here. Tennis, you want to play in those tournaments and stuff like that. But baseball, you want to stay here. You don't want to go to the Philippines, Japan, or where else they Puerto Rico, Cuba. You want to stay in America. So as Americans, the only real like competition we truly want to be in, I would say for me, the general Americans, is the Olympics. I don't see the value of playing in like any of those other leagues because it's like steel sharpens steel. I don't. It's just not pitched to me. It's not pitched to me. When I turn my TV on, I'm not gonna see any of those teams playing. I only care about the Olympics and I only care about the regular seasons and the post seasons of the leagues that I care for and watch. I think LeBron should play in it. Honestly, I would love to see LeBron play in it.
So you just want LeBron just because, like I said, just because.
No, I didn't say just because. I said I want LeBron in it because it just shows like his Iron Man of it. It's a
He's
great way
already
to.
shown that though.
I mean,
Why does he have to show that again though? He's already shown. You just said he's been healthy since '03 though. He's been actually that's not true. He's been healthy from '03 to basically 2018.
I said in
After basically
shape.
since he's come to the Lakers, he has been hurt every year.
I said in shape.
And that's the only. If LeBron was always healthy with the Lakers, I wouldn't mind him playing. I wouldn't mind him playing in the Olympics. It's just the fact that LeBron, you're 30. You're gonna be 39 next summer. You've been getting hurt every year. And it's just facts. We've seen it. He's been hurt ever since he's put on the Lakers uniform. I think everybody or most people that watches the NBA predicts that the Lakers might make a deep playoff run, conference finals, whatever. So you're basically saying that we want LeBron to do all that, be off for what, a month and a half, turn around to the Olympics, and it's not like he gonna be one of them players that just gonna sit there on a bench or whatever. I think we expect him to play, do something. And I don't want to see LeBron like just on. I want him to be a factor. I don't want him to just be on there for what 10 minutes. I don't want that because I could get some players that's gonna probably give me way more value than like I'll probably start like a Jason Tatum or something over LeBron James. Because Jason Tatum is younger and he's gonna give me probably way more value than a 39-year-old LeBron James. I just don't want to see that.
I'm not saying I didn't say health. I said LeBron has been in shape. That's just conditioning and being able to play the game, the sport. Even being injured, LeBron James was able to come back and play phenomenally well, get up and down the court. He never looked weathered. He never looked tired. Being in shape.
Tired
Yes,
that last
LeBron.
game of the in that playoffs though.
That's because he was gassed. I mean, when you go that hard in the first quarter, we see it all the time. We see it with Donovan Mitchell, first half players, and they Jalen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, first half players pop off, and then he carried that entire Lakers team. He gets gassed, he gets fatigued because that happens when you're sprinting. But tiredness, being out of breath and being tired is two different things. LeBron has never truly been out of shape. You've never seen LeBron James and say, damn, like, I think like he don't got no more games in him. You say like, hey, he probably need the rest, but he good. And I'm saying to you, like, I'm not saying he needs to do any of those things. I'm saying he already has the title of Iron Man. When you see the running Avengers joke of the Olympics, he's Iron Man. He has Iron Man. The thing is, I'm saying it's a beautiful thing to see with his longevity to cap the end of his career off with saying I still played in the Olympics. He doesn't need it. Just Chris Paul doesn't need the ring. Westbrook doesn't need the ring. Harden doesn't need the ring.
No,
But
Chris Paul needs a ring.
Let me finish. No. Let me finish. So, like I'm saying, when you get Chris Paul, who has the ring, who doesn't need the ring, James Harden don't need the ring. Westbrook, they don't need the ring. LeBron James doesn't need another gold medal, but it's a beautiful thing to see. LeBron James, and he's a very, like, I get what you're saying. Like, I'd rather have someone more productive. I'd rather have a Tatum. But you could just think about, like, sometimes you get these talented people on these teams that doesn't always equate to them going to be playing amazing. You could just say you thought Brandon Ingram would be the second best player on the team, but he wasn't. Something you just don't know. You don't know how people are going to perform with the rule changes. And in the comments, what you said about, these international players, how they get out there and they look amazing. Dame Lillard said the same thing. He said these international players, they get on these teams and they start playing like superstars. You never seen them play like this before. That's because they're representing their country. They're representing something bigger than them. For them, it means something. To beat America, you guys won by 6. That's 2 shots in the NBA. Being up by 6 in 2 minutes in the NBA, that's not a safe lead. These people are excited, jumping up and down to be winning by 6. And it's like they represent something bigger than them, their country. For us, it's just we just showing up and we're just having a win. Because if we lose, we lose by 6, barely losing. We're falling off. The gap is closing. We win, it's we should have won by 40, win by 60. There's no way to satisfy these people. When LeBron James playing in the Olympics, he doesn't need it, but he's beautiful. He doesn't even need to play anymore. He doesn't need a ring. He doesn't need to put the jersey. He doesn't need to step on the court. But that's why you love him, because he's the champ. He's the GOAT. He does things that's beyond what you expect. He goes beyond. He sees the expectations and the standards, and he says, mines are up here. I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. That's why LeBron being in the Olympics is amazing. He doesn't need to do anything, but he is who he is because he's great. Yeah, that's simple.
Yeah, I don't see it. But there was an article, and it said it's great to see these like older players coming, but is it a bad thing? Because everybody been talking about, because these overseas teams, they play with each other forever. They're like these Germany teams. It's probably been the same players on Germany teams the last probably like 4, like FIBA combined and all that. It's probably been the same teams every year for us. It's different players. Why? Like, do we really need these older guys to beat these teams? Like,
say an age. What age is old?
Remember, I did. That's why I said older. Older. I did say old, and I said older.
Give me an age. Give me a number.
35.
35 is old, and then older. Which one is? So that's old.
I meant to say older. That's why I said old. I said old at first, but then I meant to say older.
Okay, so 35 and up is older.
Basically, Steph Curry is 35. Kevin Durant is like 36. LeBron is 38. Why do we need them? And then they're talking about Chris Paul. What are you gonna do? I don't want 39-year-old Chris Paul. Dwight Howard talk about he want to come. No, I don't want that. People talk about we need continuity. We need the same group. If we send out probably the same group to Olympics, is there a chance we can win that one? There is a chance, but is there a chance we lose? Yeah, but if we send out the same group, I think they can mesh together instead of this group is just it, and we'll never see this group again. I'm basically saying we need to send out the same people instead of mixing it up.
Okay.
Because that's how these teams be. I know you ain't watched the game, but Germany looked like they've been playing together forever. For US, it looked like they just starting to play with each other. If we send out the same group every time, we could get better as a group instead of just mixing it up every year. And that's what they were saying. Is it a bad thing that we gotta send out these older guys? Basically, that's basically what they're saying. Instead of keeping it the same group, so they can at least work together more. Because we're probably never gonna see a Cam Johnson on that team ever again, or a Mikal Bridges, or a Brandon Ingram. We'll probably never see them teams ever again.
And that's what you want. You want to send out the same group.
I mean, I say at least I'll probably take out like Cam Johnson. At least like a Cam Johnson. I keep Walker Kessler on there because you need a big. Maybe add like a Bam or something. Take out Bobby Portis. That team wasn't bad, bro. That team just wasn't that bad. People are just, it's just that, oh, LeBron and stuff not on there. We just suck. We send out the C team. No, that was the B team because majority of them players have all-stars on their belt.
Which of those players were top 20? How many were top 20 players in the NBA?
I'd probably say Anthony Edwards, if anything, outside the top 20. Tyrese probably outside the top 20.
Maybe one or two guys were top 20
players, though. But those are all-star players, though. We can't act like them players ain't good. We hyped them up in the regular season. Then when they go to the Olympics, now we talking about they suck. We can't do that.
So you thought that team was good enough to like win? You think that team's good enough to win, right?
They could have won.
And you think they're good enough to go back and win again, right?
I say take some people out. If you take some people out, probably take Brandon Ingram out, put in like a Jimmy, maybe like a Jimmy Butler type player. You don't need do we really need LeBron and stuff? And people talk about making jokes. We need LeBron to be Dylan Brooks. We need LeBron to be Dennis Schroeder. Do we really need LeBron to win? Do we need Steph Curry to win? Do we need Kevin Durant to win? Do we really need that?
You agree with this article? You like that? You like what was written?
I mean, I kind of agree. I think we need the same people because when the next Olympics coming around, none of the players gonna be on there. Kevin Durant is not gonna be on that team in what we in 2024, so 2028. Kevin Durant ain't gonna be there. LeBron ain't gonna be in the league no more. Steph probably ain't gonna be in the league no more. None of them people gonna be on there.
It'll been 2 more FIFA teams assembled next time. No, it'll be 2 FIFA teams already made by the time.
But you just said they don't play FIFA.
But Sheldon, peep this though. Peep this. I'm gonna tell you, I disagree with the article. I don't like the article, honestly. From the little bit that I'm picking up from it, this is my thing with it. It's flawed because one, they had that chance, they had that window. Just within this past summer, this was you guys' chance. You guys went to this. You guys assembled this team. Americans, the people that watch ball, not the casuals, but the people that watch ball, yeah, we said this team is good enough to win. This is not a bad team. This is not a scrub team. We don't need to send out our superstars. But the fact of the matter is that it's about a certain dominance. It's about crushing the competition. It's not about just winning by a buzzer beater, winning by 10, 12. They had their chance to win. They didn't win. They didn't live up to it. The way a basketball team work is you work out for your spot. Now, if you get to the point where next season they got to work out in the gym with each other, do I think Cam Johnson, do I think Brandon Ingram, do I think any of them actually beating a Tatum, a Brown? Do I think Walker Kessler outworking Bam? If you don't make the team, you ain't make the team. Y'all had y'all chance to win gold. Y'all didn't get shit. So I understand. And like this, we ain't other countries. We ain't in another. We in America. We do got a KD. Oh, if you can't outwork KD, you ain't getting on the team. You got to work for your spot. If you ain't outworking Brian, you got to earn. It's best. This is sports. It's basketball. You earn your position. If them niggas don't earn their position, working out, joining the team, They ain't make it. Y'all had y'all. Now I can see if y'all won gold, and then we had everybody trying to come in and replace them, and that makes sense. Keep them guys together. They won gold. We need to see them longevity. But this, y'all ain't place. Y'all ain't win bronze. Y'all ain't win silver. Y'all ain't even touch gold. Y'all spots is available. Y'all boys available. We got a KD. We got a Steph. We got a Bron. We got a Dame. We got a Jimmy. Shit, we even just nationalized Joel last year. If you want your spot, you got to earn your spot. You don't keep your spot because you got fourth place. Buddy, you got to work hard. It's better players that want to represent the country and y'all ain't win. I'm finna let them through the door. It's their time to practice and make the team. Y'all boy, Cam, you ain't gonna make the team because you ain't better than none of them. That's the facts, man. They had their chance and they blew it. They let America down. You know the damn standards when you number one. It ain't fourth, it's one. Fuck them niggas.
Well, first of all, when was the last time in the Olympics they actually tried out?
I don't know.
It doesn't happen.
As far as I know, they send out invitations and they do tryouts. Far I did hear reports they do invitation, they do tryouts, but players don't always get because no.
Like an actual tryout. If those players
get cut, players go there and they don't always make it. Because I know,
let's just say all these Avengers teams, right? And then the B team goes in there. They're not even going to try because we just know that Steph Curry and KD, they're just better than you guys.
So peep this. Oh, well, okay, let's play with your question. Let's play with your question like this. They do try out. Let's say they do try out. Which one of them how many of them people on this FIBA team right now taking one of them Avenger spots?
I say two.
How many motherfuckers on the team right now?
But there's no tryout.
No, answer the question. How many people on the team? How many people on the team right now?
I think it's like 12.
Only two people on this team right now can.
Because
stop it, man.
The team is better. Duh.
Exactly. If they better, let them fucking play. Bro. If I got the best players in the NBA that want to play, and they practicing and they want to. If I got the best players that want to play, what the fuck is you talking about? I'm sending out the B team for. Why I don't even sending them out? Niggas better than you want to play. Get the fuck out of here. Make it make sense.
Now we lose with the A team, then what people gonna say?
If we lose with the A team, then people can go and be like, the gap between international basketball and American basketball
the gap is already close enough. It's already close.
Sheldon, it's closing. What you think the gap is right now between don't just take the best of the best international. Because if you don't say the Greece, not Greece international, a regular basketball team in Greece, how fucking close you think they is to the Denver Nuggets?
Bro, they're not better than them.
How close? I'm not saying that. How close? So do it with your hands. You said a gap close and do it with your hands. Let me see. Is this? What the hell is the gap?
It's closer, but they won't win anyway. Actually take that back. I take that back. Like I said, if it's a one-game series, if it's a one-game elimination, can the Nuggets win? I will bet my money on the Nuggets. But is there a chance they can lose in a one-game elimination? Yes, there is. We just saw it.
Yeah.
If it's a 7-game series, I'm picking the Nuggets all day.
Easy fucking money.
We've seen it in basketball. We've seen it in different sports. It happens.
Look, bro, peep this, bro. This what you should be thinking. You shouldn't even be. It don't matter if the gap closing, widening, whatever. It makes sense that the gap like these, bro, basketball is becoming more popular and more. Basketball is more popular in the world than football. And football hold it down in America, but basketball more popular worldwide. The gap should be closing because there are more people playing the sport across the globe. That's a beautiful thing. We got international MVPs. That's beautiful. I love that the gap is closing. The gap is going to close maybe in 200, 100 years. But as of right now, I don't got a problem with us asserting our dominance. Now, when I'm an old man and all this gone and all this gray, I don't care if the gap closed. But as of right now, I love that we dominating. It's like when Usain Bolt, he could have shaved that world record down a little bit more, but he beat his chest to let you motherfuckers know. The gap should be closing because the game is growing. But if we actually put out our best of the best and versus they best of the best, it's just Giannis versus the Avengers. It's goddamn it, what? Shea versus Man, come on, man. They got good guys here and there, here and there. We got guys here. Fucking worry about
Why
them.
do we have to? But that's what I'm saying. Why
Why
do
do
we
we
have to?
have to?
Yes, we shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to
You
bring out old LeBron. We shouldn't have to.
yeah,
We
yeah.
do like that
Well, answer. Well, tell you got to answer your own question. Why you think we have to?
because people are freaking scared because we just lost in the FIBA, and it's like, damn, we just lost, so now we got to bring out the A team. When we really don't. We don't have to
That's
bring
what
out.
you.
We don't have to
That,
bring out. We don't have to bring LeBron, Steph, and KD. We just won really the last Olympics as KD as really the tier one superstar. Everybody else was like at that time probably like, or if you want to say Dame, that's fine. But everybody else was probably in the tier two. Jason Tatum, that was like 3 years ago. So he wasn't a top 10 player at that time. We had Bam and we had Devin Booker. Devin Booker wasn't no top 10 player at that time. So they was like tier two, arguable tier three. But why do we have to bring out all these tier one guys just to say we can beat y'all? We shouldn't have to do that. But hey, I guess we got to. I guess we got to bring out the tier ones when we really don't. But hey, it is what it is.
you bring them. I mean, it's simple. You bring them out simply because these guys love the game. They love the sport. They love the game. It's like if someone beat your homeboy at ball, now y'all talking shit. You finna run it back with your boy. You gonna kick their ass. You love the game. You love their competitors, bro. It's their job to compete. That's simple. Y'all shouldn't. Them boys shouldn't have lost. I'm pretty sure it's a group chat out there somewhere with them boys clowning them. Y'all lost. Y'all thought y'all was ready and y'all wasn't. But I ain't gonna hold you though. When you be like these Germany teams, they play together, woo woo, all these years. I feel like at some point we got to be serious with ourselves and actually acknowledge the AAU like culture that exists in America. A lot of these players grew up playing AAU with each other, playing against each other. So it's like it ain't. I get the excuse they didn't play like teams like college or basketball, real team. But like a lot of these players grew up playing with each other, AAU, college, travel teams. So it's like, even though we be like, oh, they never played with each other, they got a gel, they got a mesh. It's not, it ain't no, they play pickup ball with each other. We see the UCLA. Let me say this. I'm finish my point. I'm driving it home that they're not like, oh, this is my first time ever playing Tyrese Maxey, Anthony Edwards ever playing with each other. It's not. They played on 5 different teams. They're both from Georgia. They're both from. It's like they're have to gel and click, but it ain't from scrap like they trying to make it seem. That article tried to make it seem like, oh, they didn't play with each other. I get it. It's not the same. It's not the same team. Different rules change. FIBA, NBA, college. But don't try to make it seem like this their first time being on the court with each other as teammates, because it ain't that.
Be serious. Pick up, bro.
Instead pick up. You can say pick up, but what about AAU in college?
With international rules and with refs and fouls and all that, bro. Pick up.
Yes, Sheldon. It's easy to pick. It's easy to pick up. It's easy to pick on pickup and critique the weaker comment of pickup ball. But what about acknowledging the fact that this not their first? The AAU, the college teams, the travel teams. What do you think about that?
What'd you say? Say that again.
So I said it's easy to pick on the more weaker points to say pickup ball ain't all that. But what about acknowledging, talking about, is it a disadvantage only playing AAU, travel ball, college ball with each other? Does it not translate?
No, not really, because that's weaker competition. Let's say me, you, Zach, Javon, all of us, we can play at the rec all day long, all the time, every day, right? But then when we go into a legit real game where it like kind of really matters and people actually playing for real, there's a chance we probably gonna
lose. AAU is serious. AAU is serious ball though.
Bro, I'm talking about compared to the NBA and
I'm talking about the gelling. I'm talking about players playing with each other, the gel of knowing who to play with. If I pass you the ball, you the ball on the 3-point line, I know you're gonna either pump fake or shoot.
That's so different though, bro.
But I'm saying that's not what I'm saying. They try to make it seem like these guys haven't played with each other before. It's not that. They definitely play with each other. They played with each other on plenty of teams before. It ain't no, this my first time ever playing with him. We seen it. They played with each other in New York. They played with each other in UCLA. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Oh, I never played with him before. That shit on your real.
I don't count that.
Good thing you ain't the one counting. Everybody else is all the teams they played for.
I don't count AAU.
So you want to count that as chemistry playing with each other?
No, I don't.
I
don't count that. No, I don't.
Tripping.
So you telling me 20 minutes of pickup ball is a lot of chemistry?
I'm saying I said AAU, nigga.
How many minutes is an AAU game?
Ain't like 30 minutes? Like 30 minutes?
What, 2 quarters? They don't even got what, 2 quarters? That ain't nothing. And compared to college,
that shit, you may like, you know how the NBA be like, oh, the quarter's 12 minutes. That shit way longer than 12 minutes. Be serious.
No, because of commercials.
Nigga, all that shit longer than bro, you tripping. If you think saying if you're playing ball with someone, you're gonna develop some chemistry with them. It's gonna translate to when you play on other teams with them.
You think 8 years ago is gonna translate to from 2013 is gonna translate to 2023?
They're still playing with each other. They still play with each other. They still work out with each other. All that groups are connected.
Bro, come on.
No, I swear to God.
Isn't practicing different from an actual game?
Practice different from an actual game?
Yes. Yes, duh. Come on, bro.
No, I'm gonna tell you this though. No, that's not a thing. No, because practice is actually supposed to be like when you running plays and drills, that's practice. But when you like actually running games, the real intensity of a game in practice is supposed to be more intense than the real game.
Look, this is what I'm saying. AAU, okay, I get you that. But when you said pickups, bro, I'm not gonna say pickups.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say pickups be BS, but that's BS, bro. It's just a pickup game. There's nothing real about it. You're just hooping, bro. But when it comes to actual gameplay, where there are plays run, different rules, that makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
Now they keep playing international all these times with FIBA, yes, I think it would be better. But you're talking about, since Mikal Bridges and freaking Jalen Brunson, they play with each other, Villanova, they should know the chemistry. Bro, them dudes ain't played with each other in like the last 7 years. Come on, bro, be serious. Be serious.
Nah.
They probably train together, but come on, bro. Training and being in an actual game obviously is so different.
That's not my point. Sheldon, you're taking my point and you're changing it from what I'm actually aiming at. But I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying that they should be perfectly with each other. I'm saying that from the article you quoted, that he tried to make it seem like these guys have never played with each other before and continuity staying with each other was the key. And I'm saying that the article simply overlooked that fact, that's BS.